but taking you to coming upon this clearing. It is not what you would call a pleasant journey to get here, feeling as if you're being stalked the whole way, and based
What?
on flickering images that you get from your Auspex scanners, Prey Sense, and just your own eyes and ears, you think you actually probably are being stalked the whole way.
Hang on a second. I have a thing. Alright, so when we went back to the cutter, could we have told them to follow us overhead? Because really, if it needed to land, it can just make a clearing.
You can have told them to do that, yes.
I think perhaps we should have told them to do that, although it's not my ship.
No, that's cool. It's a good idea.
Oh, boo. No alpha layer. Boo. Bad construction. Boo. Boo. There we go, alpha layer. Is that so hard, token creators? It's basic Photoshop, for God's sakes. But okay. So Thaddeus is the first one to spot this as he's shadowing, roaming about ahead, behind, to the sides. He's also the one who gets a bit closer look at some of the things that have been lingering out in the mist.
I love that ninja icon.
Yeah, there are definitely things out there that are watching the group. You never get very good looks at them, but they're definitely moving with you.
Humanoids? Or do I get a long enough look?
Some of them could have been humanoids, you think. Others you're hoping never were, but certainly aren't now. But you are also the first one to spot this clearing up ahead. And the stone construct in the center.
What does it look like? Is it tall?
It's not very tall at all, actually. Basically, these are just little steps up to a second level, which you could probably climb up to without the steps if you had a good upper body.
Did I, when we first came into the forest, we had to do, a willpower test, I think it was?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was that about?
Basically, you feel a strong compulsion to remain in the forest. And to go deeper towards its center, though your goals thus far have kept you moving forward.
Do I feel any more compulsion to go towards this thing? Or
It does have a certain appeal to it. It is radiating something, though hardly as enticing as whatever's in the center of this forest. Which you get to see.
In the center.
There's something in the center of this forest, and you know that it is there. That
But
you
it's
should
not.
go to it.
But it's not this though.
But it is not this, no. This is
Okay.
nowhere near as grand as whatever's in the center of the forest.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll just obviously rated group that we got something ahead, and maybe it's a beacon. I don't know.
Okay. So you get an alert that there is something coming up. There's something up ahead. And of course, throughout your entire journey here, your radios have been going off. You've been getting all sorts of stray Vox signals. But certainly
When you
not...
say stray, anything
Well, none of them have been from anyone you know.
EMPs.
What few of them have been discernible speech, even less of that has been speech that you understand. Sometimes you'll get signals that are like thousands of Vox transmissions going through all at once, and then they'll all just end in an instant, and you will have dead silence for the next hour until they start to slowly pick up again. The crackling over the Vox is becoming quite a bit more consistent as you near this clearing, however.
Did the thing up there look like it has any sort of like tech to it, or is it just sort of like stone altar type situation?
Yeah, it's just some kind of stone altar looking thing. I mean, it's definitely constructed, but there doesn't seem to be any metal involved. It's rather well constructed. You don't see any sources of stone nearby.
So the tech priests don't get any tech off of it.
They're not getting anything off scans from a distance, at least.
Can I radio the cutter?
You can try.
Would that be tech use? Because I don't got that. I think it's advanced.
Sure.
I've got tech use.
Okay. I just want to know what the chances are that we could pick this thing up.
Just bring the whole damn altar back.
There you go.
Yeah, why not? It's a relic.
It absolutely is, and bringing back something as ridiculous as this would definitely get us some points.
It'd take us like 18 days to get it back because we have to like plant the cutter somewhere and then like walk for 3 days, but we could do it.
We brought you this thing.
Like how you like them apples.
I think we need to go deeper into the forest.
There's probably a much better prize to bring back for the trials deeper in the forest.
Also, more things to murder us in the deeper in the forest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that an internal voice, or does that sound like the voice of the thing that's compelling us?
Well, some people.
You're not as privy to its actual, you're not as privy to specifically what it wants as the people who failed their tests. Being every single red shirt in Thaddeus. And the tech priests. And the astropath.
Fantastic.
And for what it's worth, from the second you stepped off the cutter, nothing out of the astropath's mouth has made a lick of sense.
Oh, they're just being crazy.
I mean, you rarely can understand what the fuck the astropaths are talking about.
But are they like speaking in tongues now?
Occasionally.
Or just like dementia, kind of, just not really sentences.
Just word salad.
Yeah, occasionally word salad. Occasionally it does sound like some language you're not familiar with. Occasionally it's just general gibbering.
Romuald's not worried at all. As far as he knows, this is what astropaths do.
Is it what they do? Is it out of the ordinary?
I don't recall them doing that last time we had one.
It's hard to pin down ordinary when it comes to astropaths in the first place, but I mean, they're around the ship. You've seen them. They're not what you would call stable, but
But do they tend to gibber generally?
occasionally, but certainly not for hours straight as this one's been. It's you're honestly surprised he has, breath and throat capable of talking after all the non-stop.
Man.
I think our astropath might be broken.
He's Yuki Nagato.
I also think that I'd like to spend a fate point to re-roll that.
You requested a psycho, my lord.
Or
What do you...
If would the astropath accept having a rebreather on if I gave him one?
You have absolutely no idea.
Can I
Actually-
ask him if he'd put this on?
Make a command test. Or a charm test, whichever you prefer.
Command.
Thank you. I figured the timing was good. That's fantastic.
That is a pass.
That is a pass?
Yes, it is.
Pass, okay. So yes, you successfully convinced the astropath to put on a rebreather.
Cool.
Alright, well, there's no point in standing around in the trees all day. Why don't we advance up on this somewhat attractive thing?
Somewhat obviously attractive. I guess we're enough being on land.
So, how do you all approach this thing, or who approaches it?
Romeo approaches it.
Romeo goes right up towards this thing?
Yep. He just Leo
I
struts
figured
right
we'd
up.
continue advancing as a group.
Oh, I
Continue
see
being
everyone else
stupid.
pausing. He's lucky.
Well, so far. Just kind of eyeing between the slab in front and the murder servitor right next to her.
Did the murder servitors break to allow you guys access? Or did they go up there first?
I'm ordering them up there first.
Cautiously.
And in true Warhammer fashion for Thaddeus, we're basically going to use the tabletop version of the stealth rules, like what you'd use with the actual miniatures game.
Okay.
Stealth means that when the match starts, you choose wherever the fuck you are.
Oh, okay. Is that after everything else is placed?
Yeah,
Cool.
that's how stealth works with the miniature game, and that's how we can do it here.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. There seems to be some sort of crudely, well, actually not all that crudely, but a not machined stone obelisk on the top of this thing. It's not too tall. Maybe about as tall as a person, not even that. But there's all sorts of horrid glyphs carved into the side of this thing. Well, sides.
Okay, I'm going to take a couple steps back, point at the murder servitor who's front and center, and say, "You, touch the obelisk."
Is everyone there pulled back like that?